Next lesson, comparing fractions. So let's start by comparing two fractions. Let's say we've got 9/10 and compare it with 2/5. So by comparing, we'll try to determine if the first fraction is greater than, less than, or equal to the other fraction. 9/10 versus 2/5. To get the value, if the first term is greater, less, or equal to the second fraction, we do a cross multiplication. The numerator of the first term times the denominator of the second fraction. Let's multiply that. 9 times 5 equals?
45.
Good. You put 45, just a little number above the first fraction, 9/10. That will be the value, 45. And then, you multiply the numerator of the second fraction by the denominator of the first fraction, and you get 10 times 2 equals 20. Now look, 45 here, 20 here. So you can say that 45 is what? This is 20. So 45 is what? Greater than? Less than?
Less.
Really? 45 is less than 20?
No. Greater than.
Come on, common sense. You don't think too much. Okay, greater than. Okay, it's pointing to the right. Okay, know that? Now how about this? I've got 4/6. I've got 12/18. We're trying to know if 4/6 is greater than, less than, or equal to 12/8. So what do we do? First step?
4 times 18.
Yes, and that's 4, the numerator of the first fraction, multiplied by the denominator of the second fraction. That will be our first term. And we get 4 times 18. What a big number. So let's do a quick thing here. 72. 4 times 8, 20 is 32. Carry 3 there. 4 times 1 is 4. Plus 3 is 7. 72. Let's put a tiny little 72 just above 4/6. And then when we multiply 12 times 6, we get 6 times 2 is 12. Carry 1. 6 times 1, 6 plus 1, 72. Okay, so our second term's value is 72 when we multiply the numerator of the second fraction by the denominator of the first fraction. Now we can make comparison. 72 and 72, so what is it?
Equal.
There. 72 equals 82. Of course. What about this? Let's try to compare 2/5 and 3/4. So what do we do now, Jhayrell? I'd like you to solve this. And you tell it to me what you're doing. 2
times 4 equals 8.
So 8 is the first term. And then
3 times 5 equals 15. The answer is less than.
So you can say that. Read it. 2/5
2/5
is
less than 3/4.
So don't forget this, okay? So there. We just, to get the comparison, you multiply the numerator of the first fraction by the denominator of the second fraction. That will be your first term. In this case, we're trying to get 2/5 compared to 3/4. So we did a multiplication. 2 times 4 equals 8. That's the value. Next step is multiply the numerator of the second fraction by the denominator of the first fraction. And then when you did that, you get 3 times 5 equals 15. And that will be the value for the second term. So looking at it, 8 compared to 15, 8 is less than 15. Okay.